Welcome to day 525 of the journey begins. Okay, it looks like our audio is going pretty good. Okay, let's see if this works. Ooh, welcome in, Spaghetti. Welcome. Testing, testing. Okay. There we go. Unmute ourselves and we should be good. We are, day 525. The journey begins. We are in Overmorrow. We're doing a little fungus gathering. We are going to be a shorter stream. It's more likely going to be, now it's more likely going to be a 30-minute stream, maybe a couple minutes over. But we do have a harder deadline today. Some things we have to get done. But since we're only going to do 30 to 40 minutes, we're going to stick around Overmorrow today. We're going to do some fungus mining. What fungus? What's this one? Warp stem. Okay, warp stem. We're going to do that. And maybe we'll do some dirting as well. So thank you, fan. Appreciate the like. Welcome in and hope your Tuesday's off to a good start. So the reason we're collecting all of this is this warp stem is going to be part of our floor for our controlled tunnel that goes from Inkwood to the Inkwood library. So we need something, we wanted something fireproof and a little less unconventional, or a little more unconventional, and not stone like the rest of Haven's End. Even though you wouldn't know that you were in Haven's End, it'd be a controlled tunnel, completely enclosed. No windows or anything that would otherwise give exposure to being in the nether. With one caveat, we'll probably have a door towards the portal so that if you're in Haven's End, you can get in the tunnel and go places just from a practicality point. But from a story point of view, it would be not easy to see the doorway into this control tunnel. Did not get any. We can get a little more. Try to get a little bit of the warped block so that we can recycle that. Did we like some last time? Yeah, we did. And I don't think we need much more of this, so maybe we want all of that to be there. So we'll just hold on to the fungus lights. For now, we're putting them here. I mean, we can always take them back down. I think once it's 4 blocks high, we'll probably just have to start stacking them somewhere else. Well, put them in a chest, and then we'll just leave it like this for the time being. So our wall isn't going to be straight up and down. It's going to have depth to it. So we'll probably clad the front of this with something else. So this room can probably be more bright. And you wouldn't see the lights from anywhere other than inside the room. anyway, that's the purpose of our warped stem. Yeah, warped stem is flooring for that tunnel. And then the sides, still working on that. I think we're going to mine a lot of ice for that. Looking probably close to 50,000 blocks of ice, packed ice. So be more than 50,000 blocks of ice. So fellow respect. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hope the Tuesday's going well and working on any Minecraft projects yourself. And the other thing about the wall is it's not going to be solid. So it's going to have its own story and whatnot too. So we'll have, I guess you could call it, yeah, multiple arcs, multiple pass through. So eventually we could have a story just on the wall, going from one side to the other, things that could happen in that manner. And then outside the view of the story, you would have rooms like this that are just little farms, like tucked away in the wall, so that if you're traveling in either direction and you hit the wall, there's always a farm for your food, bamboo, whatever the case might be, is inside the wall. And that kind of tucks it away, gives us a little extra. We could still have farms in all of the cities, villages, towns that might dot the wall. But having them in the wall means you have something when you're starting off in the city, something to work with. And just a little extra resource too. In the case of the resources, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Again, we're going to watch our time kind of carefully. Where's the other thing I wanted to mention? I guess starting Thursday, the 3rd to the 12th, we'll be traveling. We're still going to try to squeeze in some streams. I don't know if it will still be every day. It definitely won't be. There's a very high probability that we won't be streaming on Thursday this week on the 3rd. And the same on the 12th. We'll play it by ear, but those 2 days have a high probability of not having our daily stream. And then the rest of the week will also be a play by ear, but more likely that we'll get 30 minutes to an hour kind of stream in. It will be a little different to be mobile setup, so we'll have our Razer mic. We won't have our cyborg. Might take a. Thank you for the like, Penelope. Welcome in and hope the Tuesday is going well. And we have a Logitech controller that we played with a little bit in the beginning. It's a little clunky for me, not quite as smooth as a Switch or mobile, which we'll have our Switch too. We just don't stream from that. And we don't have a proper capture device. Yeah, we don't have a proper capture device to stream from that. Although our XR1 might be able to do it, but since we haven't played around with that, I'm thinking that we probably wouldn't do that. Although that would make things a little easier. But yeah, I don't think I want to pack. I don't want to pack too much stuff. Because it is a travel trip for the holidays, so want to be able to stream kind of casually. I don't want to have to do a full streaming setup to stream in this case. If we're doing more of a long-term, spending a few months from one place to another, probably do something like that, but not quite in a position to do that. So, long story short, no stream on this Thursday the 3rd, no stream on the 12th. Did we go through, or we went through all of our stuff? Okay, so I think we'll just put down another chest, right? And then we'll just set 9, so it's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so we do need a double chest. So 1 double chest, 3 double chests thought it'd be enough to do all of vanilla. So we'll start off with 1 and see how far we can get. We have some work done there already. But, back to the schedule. Yeah. The 3rd, no stream. The 12th, no stream. If we're feeling really into it, we might, but for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say no stream. And for the week, we're going to put ourselves in vacation mode on Twitch and just kind of play it by ear. So I expect to stream at least once during that time period, between the 3rd and the 12th. Ideally more, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, we ran out of dirt. Okay. We're gonna have to add some dirt somewhere. It doesn't have to be all gold. We can put some leather in here too. I should probably put an anvil in here to prepare tools and stuff as well. What is our 20 minutes? Well, let's go over this way. If we had dirt, it would be more likely to be on this side. I don't think we would put it in there. More likely be towards the north east wall. Yeah, it's a little bit of dirt, so we don't have a lot. So I don't think we would be able to do a full load of dirt anyway. Let's just, let's not drown. Let's top out. Check out a couple chests over here. Okay. One of these days, we have the footprints laid out. I think that's where we'll start. We get the footprints laid out for all the buildings that we want. Do a rough layout of the roads, so just a dirt pass. Keeping that there. Yeah, I need a quick button for my cam so I can be right back screen on just the camera whenever I have to sneeze or something. Okay. I think that's enough dirt. So we'll do that the time that we have. And we can't fly on a carrot. Okay. We've got some stone and stuff here, so let's take care of this. Get this all cleaned up. What do we want to do? Is that far? Okay. Let's start here. This is a little farther than the other side, but yeah. It'll help us get our edge dirted out. And we'll grab our stone. This won't take too long. Yeah, I think this will work out pretty well. Small enough area of clearing out the stone and the sand, and small amount enough of dirt to put down. So I think this will get us to our time. Then we have to head out. We probably won't do a long intro, so we'll repeat some of it now. You can find us on Linktree, so linktree/mytripmedia. And we will have a stream tomorrow, Wednesday. That will be just want to drop that off. Okay. We won't have a stream Thursday. Friday is a holiday in the US, so we might follow in Duggan's footsteps and do a holiday stream. I think today is a holiday in Canada, but we'll have to play that by ear. If we do, it'll probably be later in the day. We'll just have to see how that goes. But it would be easier to have the stream on Friday after festivities versus on the travel days. But we'll see how things go. Some hello. We're doing a short stream today, so we're gonna be signing off here in about 20 minutes or so. We haven't posted it yet, but yesterday we made a spiced soup. Blend some carrots, celery, onions, heavy cream, and some spices. Better than I thought. What else? Just trying to get some dirting down before we have to head out. A few things to do. And, we still got to come out. Okay, so we're going to get all of this very nicely. And still have a little bit left over. Just not too bad because we still have at least 10 minutes to go. And we are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. We're getting pretty close to our first goal on TikTok of 300, on our way to 1,000 followers. And we're working on making affiliate. Yeah, affiliate on Twitch. I'm getting pretty close to there as well. If you like this stream, feel free to stick around, and if you really like it, feel free to share. Oh, oh, this must have been from last time where I didn't quite have enough dirt, so I guess we could have just leveled out everything one block lower and then put the dirt up. Or maybe we thought initially we were going to maybe keep more of the sand, which I guess we could still have sections of it be sand. But I want those to be like one or two specific buildings where maybe one of the realms is more known for sand. But I would love to do like a long form terraforming with sand, but until we have renewable sand at a reasonable scale, it's just not something that I can get on. Because you would have to find multiple deserts and then move all of that sand versus having a sand farm or something. Well, a sand farm, however that looked, whether it was mob based or some other way. I wouldn't necessarily mind something like adding a new recipe to the crafter. Maybe that would make it useful because I don't use it too much. Because of its nature, but if it had a recipe that maybe you had to feed in cobblestone or something, and then have that mixed with, I don't know, something else, you could have that ground down into sand. It wouldn't have to be super high speed or anything. To build multiple little farms to get more sand. And multiple chaining of farms. So a cobblestone farm, I don't know, clay farm or something like that. And then mixing those together to get sand. Something along those lines, I think, would be a good way to do it. And perhaps having maybe multiple ways. So you could do that, and that way it's just a little bit slower. But then maybe you have something on the difficulty of, say, like a dragon fight or something. But then when you do that, you get a lot more sand in one go. It just takes more effort. I'm all for more sand in the box. Thank you for the assist. And helping us identify that this is spawnable space. See some over here too. One there. That looks too dark. What is our dirt supply? Oops. We have more than 3. Quite 4 full stacks. Okay. Let's do a flyover and get a feel for where. Okay, so we need to do this section here. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. I did remember to repair our tools yesterday, so that worked out well, since otherwise we'd have to spend the whole stream repairing tools. And now we can spend the whole stream putting down dirt. There we go. Done one. It's gonna rain out before we get there. Now we should have 2 stacks left. Let's see if we can get through these, and that'll probably be a good point to stop. So again, we're just doing about a little over 30-minute stream, probably. We will be back tomorrow. We will not have a stream Thursday and likely not Friday. We'll see. We will try to get in at least one stream while we're out. But we will be back to a regular schedule on July 13th. Plus, we don't have time to do it. And we need to get some of our other farms going too. We have a froglight farm started, but we wanted to build it subgrade, and it's going to put it. Welcome in, Son of Goku. Back. Hope Tuesday's going well. So this should be our last dirt block. Nope, one more. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. So much. Sand out. One of these days we'll try to make a pass. Yeah. Okay. Make a pass and get any sand for later. I'm not going to clear it all out now, but it'll just make things easier later on. Oh, we got a lot of sand here. Torch back there. Okay. Let's start laying it down now. Probably should have got rid of some of those little outcroppings of dirt there. And we could have just laid it down in one smoother. Okay. You have nothing good. Nope. Hey. Leave our llamas alone. Did they break free? I think the wandering trader's still around, right? Yeah. But they gave us a... Oh, that was all order. Perfect. We just hit just over the 31. Hit our time, so... Oh, are they falling off of that? Let's be falling off of that. Let's fill this up with some of this. Actually, let's flip that because the other stuff we can use. We don't want to drop all of it, but a little sand we can drop off to our gunpowder, TNT. Did I? Zombie must have triggered it because now it's going to be all offset. It that way. Oh, is it one in the middle too? Yeah. It's more TNT than it is. Yeah, we should probably put a button or a lever or something so that we don't accidentally trigger that. But on the plus side, we probably had lots of TNT in here now. Yeah, it's getting there. Getting there. I think we probably need like 10 stacks of, or 10 double chests. Maybe it's 5 double chests. We need a lot of TNT for Haven's End. But anyway, we're going to call it there. We're going to go back up to our tree farm here. I'm trying to make up top. Oh well. Park it here. So thank you, Respect, for the likes and follows, as well as Penelope. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for everyone on Twitch as well. We're going to hop out of here just in a second. But if you want to find more of what we're doing, again, that's on Linktree. So Linktree/MyTripMedia. That'd be our TikTok, Twitch. The VODs for this are over on YouTube, along with our Mostly Lego Build YouTube channel. You can find our Blue Sky, Pinterest, other projects there, our Substack project. Some things Minecraft related, some just writing stories, programming, all that kind of stuff will end up being there. But feel free to check that out. And if you really like it, feel free to share. And with that, we will see you tomorrow when the journey continues. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in for this shorter stream. Have a good rest of your Tuesday.